So we're just going to ignore the fact that I done put out multiple videos predicting the arrival of Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. Have I not put out multiple videos talking about my visions of a flood coming? Have I not put out multiple videos talking about tornadoes in the South? Have I not been highlighting the South? Has God not been speaking this entire time? Have I not put out multiple videos saying that the elites, those that are in high positions, are about to fall? And He is lifting His children up. He's bringing those of the world down. I have been saying for months that something big is coming, and it's closer than we think. I've been saying this since the beginning of the summer, y'all. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm simply trying to toot the horn of the Lord, because I just put out a word saying that He has arrived. He is here. His judgment is now. Karma is exacting itself. This is the year of truth. This is the year of the number 8. 8, when you turn it to the side, is an infinity symbol. What's going around is coming back around. Okay? And I have been saying this entire time that He is applying big pressure. Big pressure. And when I made that video, He had me put waves. And I didn't understand why. Like, I didn't understand the meaning and the purpose of the waves at the time. But now it's making sense. God has been speaking this entire time. But unfortunately, TikTok doesn't want to push my type of content. Anything with any kind of truth in it, I either get community guidelined or they take away my audio. God has been speaking this entire time. So I just hope and pray that when I put out a video now going forward, more people will take it seriously. Because at this point, ain't nobody taking it serious. He has been having me record multiple videos that are just sitting here in my drafts. The last video he had me record was literally in the Bible. I believe it was Isaiah 24. Anywhere between Isaiah 21, 24, and 25. But the title of the particular passage he had me read was called Devastation of the Earth. And I didn't upload it because Hurricane Helene happened. And for me, I'm not the type of person, I'm not finna pour salt in nobody's wounds. But that was me moving in disobedience. Because in my head, I'm like, the content's not gonna get pushed anyway. Right? It's not gonna get pushed anyway. And right now, more content needs to be surfacing around the fact that the government isn't really trying to help anybody. At this point, what good is my video gonna do? You know what I mean? But I am gonna upload a video today that he had me record yesterday about him breaking and tearing things down just so he can save and rebuild back up. I've already put out a video like this earlier in the summer, but he said repeat it again because nobody is taking it seriously. People are not hearing. And in this particular word that I have coming out, it literally highlights the fact that nobody wants to hear the truth. It's the fact that everybody just wants to be distracted and hear things that make them feel good versus actually hearing the truth. The truth is what is going to promote change. But if nobody's willing to listen to it, everything is going to keep remaining the same. And again, this is the year of karma, infinity. The energy we put forth is what's going to circle back around. And at this point, he is highlighting that if things don't change, if the energy does not shift, if the perspective and the conscious level of the collective does not rise, we're just going to keep repeating the same cycles year after year after year after year after year. And he's trying to break that. But again, he gives us free will. I just wanted to point out the fact that I have been saying this was coming. This was coming. I mentioned the flooding. I mentioned the pressure. I mentioned how big this event was going to be. I mentioned how much So going forward, for those of y'all that are following me, and I see I have managed to gain over 600 followers in just the span of a few months, and I appreciate every single one of y'all, especially those that consistently follow my posts. I appreciate and love each and every one of y'all, and all I am asking is that when I put a word out, that y'all please share this content, because we are in the days now, these last couple of months, where what we do is going to either make 2025 or it's going to break us in 2025. And right now, the devastation that people are experiencing, the lies that are being unveiled, the truth that is being revealed, we're already at our breaking point, and this break is either going to be for the good and betterment, or it's going to just break us down completely. And I can't stress it enough, because when I say God is angry, he's angry. He's not happy. People that are in power are not doing what they're supposed to be doing with the power that he gave. And then we, as the people, are steady allowing it. And that was not what he designed this world for. Okay? So please just really take heed to what I'm putting out, because again, I've said this before. This is something that the Lord has called me to do. This is not something I necessarily signed up for and said, hey, this is what I want to do. This makes me, like, I am a very sensitive individual. I am an empath. I am an introvert. And being on camera makes me nervous. I'm starting to get over it because he's having me do it so often. But this was not originally what I was trying to go into social media to do. I was making completely different content without even showing my face. Okay? This is what it's involved into. This is what he's had me do a 180, and just because he's sounding off his messengers. Okay? Sounding off his messengers. He is sounding off these trumpets like people have been hearing. Like just a few minutes ago, my ears were ringing so loud. The download that I received was so loud. Okay? The pressure and the intensity and the vibrations within my brain and within my ear canals was so intense. I had to just sit there and just take it in. Like, I could not function. Okay? That is just speaking to the level and the severity of the pressure that's coming with Hurricane Milton. I know it is. And I'm up here in St. Louis. So, y'all, God is moving. His spirit is moving. He is doing work. And I need y'all to understand that this is not a game. This is not a game. We are at the end of an era, and it is now a new year. According to the Hebrew and the Jewish calendar, it is a new year, so things have to change. We're at this point where a new door is opening, but we need to decide which door we're going to go through. We got two options. So, I love y'all. Just know this is not a game. Just know that I am not doing this because I want to be putting out these videos. I'm doing it because I'm trying to be obedient, and this is what the Lord is pressing me to do. Okay? At the end of the day, I'm not the only one that's putting out videos saying these things. But I am one of the only ones that's putting it out here, and I'm not doing it all with the fluff and the extras and I'm coming to y'all looking as regular, smegular, degular as anybody else. Okay? And I have to take time out of my day of what I'm trying to do to put these words out for y'all. Me and Spirit, we like this. We've always been tight like this. Me and God have always been like this. Even when I was denying him and being in the world in the past. When I tell y'all, I have come a long way. I was smoking. I was drinking. I was just out here being... I'm not like that. You know, I'm not holier than thou. But I have learned better. And when you know better, you do better. Okay? When you know better, you do better. And I'm not going back to them ways, but at the same time, God is pressing me to make sure that other people come up out of that as well. Because times are about to get intense. And if you are walking in this world and following these politicians and these people that don't mean you no good, you're going to get dragged down further than what you already are.